Great song. Personal favorite.
Hello, I'm Rob.
I'm Sandra, his better half.
Yeah, definitely. No complaints there. Because I don't want to complain, because you know why? If I complain, I sleep right here. It's the couch. Today's episode, we're going to talk about the TV series on the BBC, Channel 4. Yeah, TV 4. Derek, which is also a Netflix original, is where we saw it at. You want to give a little synopsis of the series for us?
Derek is played by Ricky Gervais. Ricky, who wrote, directed, produced the show. Totally awesome. Love Ricky. Completely different than anything he's done in all of his stand-up comedy acts.
It's comedic, but yet it has some tugs at your heart a little bit, something like that. So it's not only
It doesn't
just
tug at your heart a little bit. It tugs at your heart a lot.
Okay, well, yeah, it does. But there's a lot of comedy in there too.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, because you know
There's Kev.
the comedy's my favoriteest. You'll get that later.
There's a lot of
You'll
my
get that later.
favorites.
Yeah, you'll get that later if you go watch it. Okay.
Go watch it.
There will be a link. Where is it, honey? There's a link right here. Is
Right
it?
there.
No, right
There.
right there.
It's right there.
Right there. Right in front of this shameless promotion of Pepsi once again. Like I said, we're not going to get a check. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know.
We can keep
We
trying.
can keep trying.
We can keep trying.
Never
Make
hurts
this-
to try.
Here we go. Also, a bottle of generic water. Okay, go ahead. Anyways.
So, Derek helps out in an elderly people's home,
Yeah, Board Hill or something like that. Yeah, Broad Hill.
Broad Hill.
Broad Hill.
Yes. And I would say, how would you describe? Is he? He's different. Quite different.
That was polite.
Yeah.
That was polite. Yeah. He's different.
But he's lovable and sweet.
Yeah. Oh, I like how in the storyline he annoys the heck out of some of the characters, like Carl Pilkington, who's in several of his different series, like Idiot Abroad and the Ricky Gervais show and what have you. He plays Douglas or Dougie, and he does a lot of comparisons. Like if you had a shark and cancer, or cancer and AIDS, which one would win?
Yeah.
Like if you gave cancer AIDS, which one would win? You know, just weird things like that.
Things like that.
Like if a shark and a barracuda fought, or a whale and a chimpanzee, you know, different things. But it's funny. I mean, it's just a little fun.
He doesn't have a filter.
No.
And he has a very imaginative mind. No, I don't.
No filter either.
And that's what makes him so interesting, is because he doesn't have a filter.
Yeah. Now, we need to pre-warn you, because I know there's going to be a lot of people like, I hate it when people do that crap. There might be some spoilers, whatever, you know, but still, watch the series, because, you know, hey, spoilers aren't going to ruin it for you. Spoilers aren't going to ruin it for you. So, I mean, so we're not going to call them spoilers. We're going to call them pre-notification tidbits.
Okay, that's actually a really good,
Pre-notification tidbits?
yeah, that's actually a good name for it.
Yeah.
I like that. It's good.
You know why? It's punt. Pre-notification. Anyways, okay. Copyright that for later. Go ahead.
Okay, so the pilot aired in 2012, and then season 1 actually started in January 2013. Now, the pivotal one was the season finale of the first season, when one of the residents at the elderly home dies.
Yeah.
And I believe this is Derek, who was really, really like Lizzie.
Yeah, he was
I mean,
really attached to her,
he-
helped her out a lot, and just like that. Yeah.
So I think this was his first dealing with death of someone that he really, really, really cared about. So that was really touching and hard in a way to see.
But there is also a pivotal, like, you don't know if it's going to be a happy moment or not, because Hannah is one of the main characters who takes care of the whole senior center and stuff like that, and a friend of Derek's, and she tries to get Derek's dad to come back to meet up, because Derek has no recollections of him when he was a little child when his dad left him.
Right.
So she's trying to reunite his dad with him, and pre-notification, his dad shows up at the funeral of
Lizzie.
Yeah. So I mean, it's good. It's good. There's a lot of funny points in the middle.
But
so.
Derek hasn't learned how to forgive
Right.
on this episode,
Right.
and he doesn't want anything to do with his father. That's the season finale of season 1.
Yeah. There's only 6 episodes in the first season. Then there's the pilot and then 6 episodes, and then season 2 is 6 episodes also. I mean, because what is it with you Brits? I mean, not going off on a tangent like way over here off film where my arm is like way off the screen. Like, you know, like Sherlock, 3 episodes. Come on. I mean, Derek, 6 episodes.
We want more.
Okay. Yeah. We're Americans.
We're Americans. We want more.
We have large attention spans. We have went off screen. Left. Large attention spans. Notice anything in large reference there, honey? Large attention spans. Okay. Alright. Season 2, though, comes back in with his whole dad, and his dad is going to move into the elderly home, like that. And there's a little thing they mentioned in the first season that kind of blends over to the second season, is they occasionally have this animal shelter that brings in dogs and cats like that for the elderly to, you know, kind of cheer them up and everything. And there's this one dog named Ivor, which is a small little pup that with a little
sausage tail.
At the same time, sausage tail. That Derek really loves, and Ivor loves Derek. But from there, honey, pre-notification information about a tearjerker.
Yes. Episode 5. Episode 5 will have you bawling if you have a heart, and
if you don't have a heart, go ahead and put your email address down here in the comment section so that she can find out and track you back and come and punch you in the throat if you don't have a heart, because this episode will make you cry no matter how big of a man you are. Okay, because I cried, but you know. So I didn't get a punch in the throat, but yeah, but if you don't have a heart, put your email address down here and she'll send you a virtual punch in the throat if you don't cry at this episode. So, okay, go ahead. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
it's alright. So, episode 5 of season 2, Derek finds out that Ivor has cancer.
Yeah.
So, a little spoiler there.
It's not a spoiler, it's a pre-notification
pre-notification.
Yes.
So, he has to then, of course, once again deal with death. Because the dog... And did you hear that noise? That was our dog.
It was like we had an off-screen water problem. It was like something going on over there. He evidently had a lot of salty snacks and was thirsty. Okay, go ahead.
Couldn't let Ivor suffer. Okay. And just on a side note here,
there's a lot of side notes. Is that what we got the notepad for?
Yes.
Is all the side notes?
yes, I just have to say that if you don't know much about Ricky Gervais, okay, not only is he a great comedian, I find him very entertaining, and very blunt, which is what I am. So to me he's great, but he's also great on raising money for animal welfare and improving animal life, all animals. And I mean, that's just awesome to me. That's another reason, if not just for his acting and his comedy, that alone is enough to love Ricky Gervais, especially if you're an animal lover like me. So a little side note out there. So that episode 5 of season 2, when find out that Ivor has cancer and has to be euthanized, was very, very touching. And that was
It was a hard episode.
very, very hard episode.
But it was a good episode, especially with the fact that when they gave him the option if he wanted to be there when the vet put Ivor down, he said he wanted to be there with Ivor, and then put in the whole theory of, do animals go to heaven, do animals not, where do animals go, this and that. And it was also a pivotal point where, we're not going to give you too many punts, but there was a couple other character, entanglements in the story, whatever, that went along with this. But it's actually a really good episode. But then it branches into the season finale of season 2, which is where through the 6 episodes, Derek has been getting back to know his father, and found out his father did really miss him, didn't want to actually really leave when he left, and that his father is actually sick. So in episode 6, there's one part where Kevin and him are walking along, and they come across the dumpster and they find a bike, a little girl's bike, and Kevin tries to teach Derek how to ride a bike, and he goes, "He's never ridden a bike before," so he tells him, "Get on the bike," and he sits on the bike, and he goes, "Okay, put your feet on the pedals." Of course, and he puts both feet on the pedals at once and falls over. Wow,
Pure trust.
That was pretty good. Pure trust. Yeah, this is going to take a while, kind of thing. So there's a little humor there. I think it was episode 3 or 4, was it? They go to the zoo, and he brings back he has a little monkey hat, and all kinds of stuff.
That was episode 4.
Episode
where he met
4.
the giraffes
Yeah, he meets the
penguins.
giraffes. And they actually, Hannah does something special, and she gets special permission from the zoo to let him in the pits to visit some of the animals and such, which was awesome.
And all animals are his favorites.
All
except
animals are his
spiders.
favorites, except for the spiders. Which, yes, there's a part in one of the episodes where there's a big spider in the wall in the bathroom, and they send Carl's character Dougie, who is the maintenance man kind of thing, in to go get it, and it scares the hell out of him, and he comes running out like a little scared little 13-year-old girl. It's funny. Humorous. Yes, spiders.
Spiders.
Don't trust him. Don't trust him.
They're not his favorites.
No, not his favorites. But then he, at the end of episode 6, back to where we were talking about, his father does pass away. Well, with Derek right by his side, he passed away in his sleep. And
But as you'll see,
punt.
he's happy.
Yes.
His dad passed away peacefully. They had settled things between each other.
Yes.
And he knew that his dad loved him.
Yeah.
So, with him sitting by him, he was happy. So it ended up not being such a tearjerker, even though it is because his father died. But at the same time, he knew that his father might possibly be in a better place.
Right.
And he knew that he himself was, because he did finally forgive his father and get to know him.
Yeah.
And
Now I know we've hit on several little. I'm not going to go into the last little punt. And we're in the last minute of the movie because it's actually, or the series. It's actually kind of cute, and that will be kind of a little bit of a tearjerker at the very end if the other part didn't tearjerk you, so to speak. But there are some funny things also in the second season, like they set up Derek with a Twitter account, like hashtag Derek says be kind to animals, send it. Okay, now it's out there. He goes on his first date. They set him up with a dating website. He meets someone and he goes on a date. Hannah
he's
takes
never
him.
been on a date before.
Never been on a date before. Hannah takes him and waits outside the restaurant while he's in the restaurant with this lady. Go to the whole thing, discussion about frog legs, crippled frogs. You'll like that. About the towelettes. Look, they're not just mitts. No, sir, those are towels.
Yeah,
That's
good.
Yeah. So, but excellent series.
Excellent.
Series. Ricky Gervais has said that even if he's already got set up that he wants to do season 3, but if season 3 doesn't come to fruition, that he plans on doing some kind of small miniseries, at least for like the web, or some kind of conclusion, special edition type episode to close the story out for like this 3rd season. But actually, really, really good. Some of the interns that come in for public service that, they have to do public service, they had little sidelines and stories in there and such. So, I mean, it was good.
The concert, the Duran Duran.
Oh,
yeah. That was good stuff there.
I'm Duran Duran. You're going to love it.
That was really good.
Boys on film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just say that if people have a preconception of Ricky Gervais based on his comedy acts.
And based on what they see at the Emmys and how he treats Steve Carell.
That too. And lately, even, his comments on Twitter of certain scandalous things that have happened.
Nude photos.
But I think if you keep an open mind and you go check out Netflix and you start watching Derek, you will see, because he wrote, acted, directed, produced, all of this, you will see there's more to Ricky Gervais than your preconception of him.
Yes.
And everybody deserves a second chance. So I think that you honestly ought to check out Derek. Check out Netflix.
Okay. So, a little ratings. 1 out of 5 stars. How many stars, honey?
5, definitely.
Okay.
5. Because it has everything. It has love, compassion, it has tears, it has joy, it has sadness. I mean, it has your emotions like a roller coaster, and it just keeps on going like this, and it keeps on going. It's like never ending. But you will feel better about yourself, and better about the world, and better about the people around you, and even people that you don't even like after watching this.
It's a little bird emergency. I found a bird, it fell on its nest.
That was sad.
Yes, I know. I licked the frog once. Didn't taste right. Okay, I'll give it a 5. So, out of the both of us, we both give it a 5.
10. 10.
So it equals 10. Yeah.
10. 10 stars.
Stars!
Yeah. So, see, we keep it low key. These are our special effects. Look, zoom in, zoom out. Ah. Okay. That's cool. Thanks for watching.
Yes, thank
Go
you.
check out Netflix.
And check out Ricky Gervais's website for Derek as well. Check out Ricky Gervais's Facebook, Twitter,
YouTube.
Yes, he's got all of his HBO comedy stand-ups on there as well.
Yes.
And some of them are very, very funny. Well, okay, all of them are in my book,
Yeah.
but some people might not like some of the stuff, but definitely check out Ricky Gervais.
Yes.
He's more than just the British version of The Office.
So, okay. Yeah. All right. Thanks for watching. Closing notes, honey? Anything?
Check out his elephant. He raised a lot of money for Animal Sanctuary.
Yeah.
He designed the elephant.
The elephant.
Check out the elephant. Love you, Ricky.
Check out the elephant for the hell of it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay. All right. See ya.
Bye.
Bye. See you next time. Bye.
Why would anyone want this shit job?
Because it affords them other interesting opportunities.
Like splicing single frames of pornography into family films.